Hello everyone and welcome back to One Arm Robber. Today's video we're taking on the jewelry store yet again, but this time we're gonna be using the newly added distraction grenades to our advantage so we can loot the front of the jewelry store. When we first start this heist, we're gonna grab a duffel bag along with our lockpick and 3 distraction grenades. From the truck, we're gonna take an immediate right and head to the front of the jewelry store. Once we get to the front of the jewelry store, you want to hang a right yet again and sprint through the next 2 doors. After which, we're going to take out our lockpick and unlock this door right in front of us. Once we do that, place the lockpick back in your duffel bag and remove all the distraction grenades, but arm one and place it on this table. After which, we're going to grab our duffel bag, we're going to head up these stairs, and at the top of the staircase, we're going to hide right inside this corner here. Once the guard passes by, we're going to sneak in right behind him, take out our lockpick, and unlock the next few doors. Our next step is to unlock the door to the manager's office, but since we're not masked up, the manager should not get alerted and we can take the money and the key card off the table. After we got all the money and the key card, we're gonna take our duffel bag, we're gonna go into the break room, and we're gonna wait until that guard returns and passes by us. Once he does, we're gonna close the door just to be safe, grab our duffel bag, and head back downstairs. But before we do that, we're actually gonna turn around, go inside the break room, and get the utility room key card on this table here. Now that we have all the key cards that are necessary, we're gonna head back downstairs by unlocking this door from the inside and go back downstairs. Once we get down here, we're gonna go out here, open up this door, grab our utility key card, make sure the camera's not looking, so we need to wait for it to turn. Once it turns, we're gonna sneak right underneath it, hide over here, and we need to wait for it to turn yet again before we head over to the utility room. Once it turns, sprint over here, scan the card, turn off the alarm, and then we're gonna head over here, jump on this table, crouch down to avoid getting spotted, wait for the camera to turn yet again like that, and head out here. Now we need to get our kit to continue the heist. So go out the front of the jewelry store and head back to your truck to grab your kit. Now once we have our kit, take your suppressed weapon, we're gonna shoot this window, jump right through, wait for this camera to turn if it needs to, and then go out here, and now we need to make sure that this guard, the roaming guard, is in the right position. If he's right over there, we need to wait for him to come over here before we destroy this next camera. So as we can see, he is walking right over to us. Once he positions himself right there, we're gonna shoot this camera, he should get alerted, wait for him to come in, shoot him, grab his phone, and do the check-in. After which, we're gonna grab his body just a little bit, drag it right over here. Now we're gonna open up that door that we opened up from earlier, and then we're gonna shoot this camera and it should alert the other guard. And once he comes through, we're gonna take him out. As you can see, I missed a little bit, but we're gonna grab the guard's phone and do the check-in over here. Now what we need to do next is grab these guards' bodies and we're gonna drag them inside here. Now that we've taken out both the guards in the front half, we need to take out the cameras so we don't get spotted when we loot the front. So our next step is grab another distraction grenade. We're gonna remove the one that we did earlier, like so. Grab the distraction grenade, place it on the table, and hopefully the guard upstairs gets alerted. In this case, he didn't get alerted. So our next step is to do it again, like so. And hopefully he gets alerted. And once again, he didn't get alerted. For some reason, this only works once when doing this method. So what we need to go back to is running through the door again. This should fix his location since he's the only guard in the area that should be able to hear it. So we're just gonna sprint through this door. He should get alerted. We're gonna hide right underneath the stairs, wait for him to pass by. And since we unlocked the door to the security room earlier, we should be able to run through and kill the guard, disabling the cameras and do the check-in in the break room. Once we do that check-in, we're gonna wait for the guard to pass by yet again and sneak right behind him. Once we do that, all that's left to do is zip tie all the civilians in the front half. So we're gonna start with this guy. He should get alerted by these two. Zip tie them, boom, boom. Zip tie this person, zip tie these two. Go around the counter. Zip tie you, and zip tie you. Now we have control of the front and don't have to worry about any guards or cameras the rest of the heist. Now do be mindful, don't make any noise down here because that guard from earlier upstairs might hear you. So no sprinting through doors and no breaking windows just by mistake. But once we get to this point, our next step is to grab the key card from earlier that we got from the manager's office and scan the vault door. After which we're done with the key card, and then we can take our lockpick and unlock the door to the vault. And now we have access to the entire vault. Now while we're here, we're gonna unlock this door from this side, and we can unlock all these nice display cases to get a lot of XP. Now I know loot in the front is not really viable. You can get a lot more money if you just loot the vault over and over again, but this is a perfect way to upgrading your level and upgrading your skills if you need a lot of XP. Heck, if you're just looking for XP and don't want money, just take the bare minimum and just do this part where you're just unlocking everything just to get a lot of XP, but not a lot of money. Once we have everything unlocked, we're done with the lockpick, and now we need to bring all the loot from the vault and the front half back to the truck. Now, as your bags are starting to get full, or you loot everything from the front, instead of taking multiple trips back to the truck, you can do the one bag method to take all the bags back in one trip. So what we're gonna do is grab the first bag like normal, hit escape, let go of left click, hit escape again, and now you're holding the bag without holding left click. Now what we're gonna do is grab the next bag like so, and now we're holding 2 bags. Now we're gonna hit escape again, let go of left click, hit escape again, and now we're holding both bags without holding left click, and now we're gonna do the same for the last 3. Once we got all the bags, what we need to do is jump over a counter or something, and all the loot should go into one bag. You can do the same with empty bags, but be careful when you let them go, because sometimes they'll try to escape on you, so try to do it in a controlled environment. Now all we need to do is take the loot back to the truck, and then we can end this heist. And after we grab the last piece of loot, I'm gonna end the heist with a total take of $99,000. And this was how you loot the jewelry store using the distraction grenades. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next video.